Well, hey everybody, remember recently I found a site that I've called the Big Rock Cellar? Wow. Well, we're heading back there today, and if you all recall, the problem was it was extremely quiet. But I brought Digger Dame out with me.
You can hear little blips, and I'm running wide open.
And hopefully today we'll get some results, so stay tuned.
Ooh, rosehead.
Oh, an actual nail. Dame and I are 20 minutes in. I haven't even actually broken the ground. For those of you who've been following, this is the location with the extensive forest fire carbon layer in the ground that's shielding everything. You agree?
Absolutely.
Extremely quiet?
Yeah, I mean you can hear little blips, and I'm running wide open. I had a little blip over there, broke open that carbon layer, and it was a hunk of iron, strap iron like that, and it was loud as day. But it's about 2 inches thick of carbon. It's just shielding everything.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep scanning around for a while. We do have some time today, and if that fails, I'm gonna rip open the lip.
Yeah.
So right here is the area in the last trip out here. It's the only spot where I was actually able to pull targets. Same thing, not a great signal, and the numbers are jumping from the 30s to just about 60. Could be a nail like Dame's last target, but when that's all you're hearing, you gotta check it out. Piece of nail. So, yep, that's it. Nail. Alright, so Damien has a signal that's not solid, but it's there. I should give you a little tickle. Yeah. Again, you're still working the side. That was the only side that things were able to be extracted.
And it just from human nature, it seems like the entry point and looping up between the house and the well. This signal's floated around. Pinpointing is not happening with the conditions.
Oh, what was this? Is that it? That is it.
It is a button.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Now see how extremely difficult that was to just pull out of this dirt?
That should have been screaming. Any other place that would have been wing, wing, wing. I got something interesting. Again, it was just a tiny little blip, and it grunted. Once I pulled back, you can see the ash layer here, all this dark stuff. That's just carbon. Once I pulled it back, again, it was 30 and grunty with a little interesting flavor.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What is that?
I think it's an escutcheon, but it's iron.
Holy cow, look at that.
Yeah. And at 4 inches, normally it would blow your ears out.
Look at how cool that thing is.
I'm just digging everything. Anything that I can get to register. Even if there's no numbers, if I can get a blip that's repeatable, I'm digging it.
Looks like there's a little hinge. That is a fantastic relic.
I think so. And again, I'm running my machine open.
Just to hear anything.
Just to hear anything. Max sensitivity, open.
Max sensitivity. Wasn't that the VH1 guy that came on and was like, oh.
Max headroom.
Oh, right. Max sensitivity.
Started out as a jammer's prank.
Yes.
On a UHF station. No jamming.
No. Alright, I have a signal over there. I'm going to
nice.
go dig. Yeah, it's actually solid. Hopefully it's not shotgun stuff, but
good.
Beautiful, Dame. So again, we're still working the one side of the home. The back side, the chimney side, that has been the only spot that's put up targets. That is loud. That's a 55. Pewter button. But again, in the charcoal layer. Great. Well, I can tell you, yeah, that signal is very loud, very strong, but the only way I'm snagging onto them is by going a lot slower than normal. It's just hard to lock on, and then when you do, you really got to refine that swing. But good, we're up 2 buttons and a iron relic, so not bad.
It's first.
It's a skeleton key?
It's a skeleton key.
No, sir.
And it sounded garbage.
I heard it. It's iron, huh?
It's iron, yeah.
And you said it was in the ash layer?
Yeah, there's this gray ash in here, like this stuff. And it sounded terrible at first, but since there's so few signals, I dug it, expecting a nail.
Right.
So that's definitely a first for me. My first skeleton key.
Wow. And see, you know, obviously everyone says dig it all. You cannot do that at cellar holes most of the time. You just can't do it.
You'll just go home angry and it no.
In this situation where there's a somewhat of a sound every, you know, 14 minutes, you can dig it all. Nice. All right, well, here's what I'm going to do. I swung around that whole time, maybe an hour. I got 1 button. I do want to dig into the lip, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to head west. I'm going to go for a little walk, and I'm going to see what is in between this site and Williams' site. Just curious to see what the land looks like, because there's enough distance in between that, because it could have facilitated another home.
Absolutely.
But I have no idea what it looks like out there, so I'm going to go about maybe 1/4 mile.
I'll tell you what it looks like in this light.
Up.
Endor.
Endor, nice. So, I'll have my radio on.
Yep.
Awesome. So, lots of rocks, lots of lumps. Lots of unknown. Well, it's ever so subtle. You can see beaten path through here leading up from where we're digging. It's these little things that back in the 1700s could have very well been footpath, cart path, horse path. Who knows? See, this is what gets me when I walk around. I'm only a few hundred feet up from where the home's set. This is high ground. It's okay. Why not build up here? We're definitely still within that same property. These farms weren't small, especially the ones out here. If it was in a village area, it may have been a couple acres, but out here, 50 to 100 acres on the average. Just can never understand why these guys built their homes where they built them.
What'd you see?
A lot of the same. It's, for the most part, it all looks like this, but up there's a high spot. Nice and dry. I couldn't figure out why he didn't build up there, but then I thought about it on the way back. Probably wanted to be closer to the river.
Mm-hmm.
The carrier wall, which goes to Williams, is low. Very low. Mucky. But I think we need to follow that wall at some point in time, all the way to Williams.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Maybe not today, but...
No, no. I'm gonna go find a side to dig.
Ugh.
So this is the front-facing side of the house. There's stone here, pretty caved in. And there is a little bit of iron, so that's why I'm choosing right here. So I dug out all that, nothing but 1 nail. It is properly backfilled, the lining of the cellar hole that is, with stones. I did this experiment last summer, but you see that one little itty bitty piece of nail? Watch how much noise that makes. Watch. Okay? Quiet. One little piece. In about a foot circumference. So that's why when we think these places are absolutely loaded with iron, you know, it could just be a handful of nails over a huge area making all that noise. But I'm surprised there's nothing in that dirt. Alright, so I'm back to swinging. I dug out as much as my hands would take there. The roots are just unbearable. And I'm back over on the side where the things that have been found over here. Yeah. It's solid 3944. Here's another pewter button. Oh wow. Interesting. Looks like a big cufflink to me. The numbers are right for cufflinks. Was that thunder? We don't find cufflinks all that often, but interesting, I find a pair here and then that. Oh yeah. Wow. So there's still stuff here, but man, I swear when I swung over it, it was like as thin as a piece of paper. You know, you just, if you lost it, you completely lost it. I can feel the air changing. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's definitely thunder to the south. Look.
Oh, poop.
Well, we may have to get out of here soon. Said you heard me say to Dan, is that thunder? And then you could just feel the air change. Well, that's it. We're going to get out of here on this one because there is definitely inclement weather approaching from the south.
Yep.
We don't want to get caught out in it because it's a good hike out. In reality, I think we've done all we can do at this site between the carbon layer and the, well, trying to dig into the lip with the roots. It's just not easy getting stuff out of here.
Yeah, as soon as you get underneath the mossy layer, it's just a spider web of tap roots just going everywhere.
Right, so this is my third trip out here. As you guys have seen, everything that has been found has been on that side of the cellar hole in a, 25 by 15 foot section. And even at that, those targets weren't necessarily easy to lock onto, and all the ones I found were in that top burn layer. Mm-hmm. So, because of its location, I won't be coming out here anytime soon. I'm going to let it rest for a while.
Yeah, let it marinate. I think it was good to get out here. It's a great site.
Well, just discovering the site is a major...
That's a win right there.
All right. So, we're going to get out of here so we stay dry. We'll see you guys all very soon. Till next time, enjoy your not
Thursday.